Okay, punters. This is an interesting new concept I'm going to release for Melbourne Cup Day, Flemington. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the AI computer-generated computer ratings, race ratings from TWF horse racing, and just have a quick look through the initial form of those that are top rated and where the value may be in each race. Alright, so we'll start off with Flemington Race 1, the Melbourne Plate, over 1,000 metres for 2-year-olds, Group 3. Top rated is the 10. If we go and take a look at the betting market at the moment, we've got the 10 price tag rated 4.80, going around at 2.6. So the values elsewhere in this market. The 1 second top rated 6.5, currently being bet at 10. The 2 third top rated 8.5 being bet at 13 overs again. And the 11, another one that fits under the 10.0 or less margin, being bet at 14.0. So we've got a short price favourite. We've rated it to 21% of the market, and currently it occupies 39% of the market. So that's why the value is created around the next three in the market. So what we'll do with this race is we'll look at the second, third and fourth top rated, the number 1, the number 2 and the number 11. Okay, the 1, Shining Smile. Well bred for speed, top and bottom, by Spirit of Boom out of a Canny Lad mare. Sports Winker's first time, and it's worth noting that Ben and Will JD Hayes have 5 of the runners in the race. As you'd expect from the yard, early season 2-year-olds, 2 or 3 of these will go to Hong Kong, no doubt. The second to Tremonti was good, flash late, only beaten 0.4, more experience now, Winker's first time, tick. Price tag third in that race, goes around at 2.80 here. Yes, by Zoostar out of a good Denman mare. Was sent around favourite, expected to improve. 2.8 versus 7.0. I'd rather be with the horse that led him home than in Shining Smile. The second horse, Winmar, at 13.0, the number 2. Very well bred for speed, top and bottom by Written Tycoon out of a Not a Single Doubt mare. Very well bred for speed, top and bottom by Written Tycoon out of a Not a Single Doubt mare. Sports Winker's first time once again for the Ben and Will Hayes yard. The second of Victory Tune at Caulfield in a trial was good. Offered scope for a lot more. I think the third in the debutante was better than the form coming through the Shining Smile run for Spirit of Boom. 13.0. Big scope for more with a real speed pedigree. Has to be respected. Winker's first time. Okay, let's go to the third top rated. Fourth top rated on the 10.0 line, the 11, which is also overs. Micho at 14.0. 40% overs, 14.0 versus a rated price of 10.0. Another very well bred for speed by a hot young sire, Tagaloa. Out of a charge forward mare, great charge forward mare, great speed bottom half injected. A yard that knows how to train a horse as an early 2-year-old or a horse that trains on as a 3-year-old into its 4 or 5-year-old seasons. Very much an underrated yard. One of the better yards in Australia from a value perspective, this yard. Craig Williams up, knows how to win on Cup Day. Drawn barrier 11. The second to All Pink was a very good trial. Then went to Murray Bridge. Beaten by a deceivingly well-bred one. Tough front end trip. Gap to third. The Schnitzel filly that beat it on debut is Smart from the McAvoy yard. There's a lot to like out of that race. The horse back in third, Horseback Heaven, was beaten a bit of a gap. Well, not a bit of a gap, a big gap, 7 lengths back to third. The form stacks up out of that. The first two were Smart. Breeding says it. The yards say it. Could run a very big race, me show. All right, let's move on to race 2. So I think the amount of time it's going to take to get through each race, this video is probably going to be broken down into 3, 4 or 5 parts throughout the day. Let's look at race 2. The 2's top rated opening address. The 2's top rated opening address at 4.40. Currently being bet at 3.3. Second top rated the 9 at 7.0. Hot Majesty being bet at 15.0. Third top rated the 8 at 8.0. Plymouth unders 4.5. So the market's dominated by the 2 market leaders, the 2 and the 8. Here at the top of the market, opening address in Plymouth, both unders. Value created by the second top rated the 9, Hot Majesty 15.0, 3.6. Obviously needs to be played each way. Fourth top rated is the 5, Lavalia from the Cummings yard. Slight unders, rated 9.5, being bet at 7.5. Fifth top rated is the 10 at 11.0. Big overs, 46.0, 9.5. An Al Manzoor youngster stretching out to 1,800. Wow, that's a price that needs to be taken advantage of each way all day. People who watch my videos know when I talk about the place price in this reference, 9.50, being close to the rated win price of 11.0. So they're going to bet us 9.5 the place about something we've got rated 11.0. Yes, it's outside the top 3, but in this market, if they're going to bet us 9.5, luck in running, breeding, everything else added into the perspective, place 3 of its last 4, this is a good bet for the place, or for the drum. All right. I'll do race 3 as well. I want to make this series a 4 video or a 3 video series. I'm going to do the first 3 races in this video, I've decided. We move on to race 3. Actually, we need to look at the form out of race 2. The 2 we don't need to worry about because that was top rated and unders. Opening address. We only need to look at the betting angles. The 9 was overs, Hot Majesty. The 8 was unders, Plymouth. And I'm a Manzoor, 4th top rated, or 5th top rated at 11.0 is overs. And the 5 Lavalia was around the right mark, slight unders. So the 2 horses I'm going to address in this race are, from this perspective, looking at the overs, if you want to bet them, are the 9, Hot Majesty, and the 10, I'm a Manzoor. Okay, so the 9. This is 1,800 metres, 175k listed level, 3-year-olds. Set weights and penalties. Hot Majesty is a name that's like right at the forefront of my time frame at the moment, looking at horse racing. It's a pedigree that really excites me by Too Darn Hot out of a Fastnet Rockmare, Majesty. I can't stipulate how important it is that people understand from a form reference the influence of Fastnet Rock as a broodmare sire. He's won the broodmare sires title, Southern Hemisphere in Australia, in 2023. He's nicking to the greatest sire, Northern Hemisphere time. Yes, both from the same barn, Coolmore, Galileo over Fastnet Rock over Galileo. But I'm telling you, the influence of Galileo, which is going to be passed on to Merchant Navy too. Watch what Merchant Navy does next 5 years as one, his 4 and 5 year olds, fourth season, fourth season, first crop stretch out, and then what his first broodmares do when he covers stones to get a trip. Or when he's under stone, his broodmares are under stones to get a trip. So anyway, Hot Majesty. by too darn hot out of the Fastnet Rock mare, well bred, hit a new peak last start. This win at Kyneton was only a $27,000 maiden, but the margins were good. Yes, she was a $1.40 favourite. Oh, yes, he was a $1.40 favourite. Battled on. Put the writing on the wall 3 starts ago over 1,420 at Flemington. Third to Swift Falcon. Form franked. Closed off. Chopped out. Copped a tough trip. Franked that with the second to Oxford Blue. Oxford Blues franked that form. Adnath back in third. Broke the maiden next time out. Will come on again. Okay? Hit a new peak. We know what price they're going to bet. Hot Majesty. Race 2. Hot Majesty. 15.0, 3.6 versus a rated price of 7.0. If opening address doesn't run to the level at the unders of 3.3 versus 4.4, Hot Majesty capitalises. The other one, I'm a Manzor, 46.0, 9.5. The number 10. 5th top rated 11.0. Alright, let's take a look at it. This pedigree I just speak so much about. If you've looked at my deep dive video, as I say, I put up a post tonight saying on my own personal feed, everything I do is off the fly on the videos I record, and that relates to what I'm saying now about this more than ready influence. Alright? Our Manzor over more than ready. This is such a... Being a son of Wootton Bassett, he's really starting to hit straps with the crops he's had bred in New Zealand, but also the Northern Hemisphere crops that have been imported Southern Hemisphere time as well. Like, they're all starting to make their mark as 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds. And that's going to continue to happen. There are 2 horses I have in the Melbourne Cup tomorrow that are by our Manzor that will run big at prices. This one is out of a more than ready mare. If you look back at the video I've done about Buckaroo, the deep dive into Buckaroo for the Melbourne Cup, the second dam is by more than ready. The third dam by Hot Majesty. The first dam by Galileo. So, I just need to make that reference about more than ready on the bottom half of this pedigree. But anytime I see our Manzor, 1,800 metres plus, lightly raced, 1 from 5 winner, from a yard, that knows how to get a jumper, and a stayer, that's ran second to Alco Share last time out over 1,400, dropping back from 1,600 when tried in a 150k race to a 35k race, flashed out in deep stretch with a good horse back in third, franking the form, stretching back out to 1,800 now on a quick backup of 5 days. Yeah, that screams new peak, and they're going to bet 46 and 9.5 on a quick backup with Linda Meachup for Simon Wild. So, yeah, that's the race we need to be betting into. It revolves around the angles we want to be playing. Once again, Hot Majesty, 15.0, 3.6. I'm a Manzor, 46.0, 9.5 versus the ratings. We're going to do the third race now. This kicks your day off really well, up to midday, East Coast time, if you live by daylight savings. Race 3, the 4 top rated, 4.60, which is Cloudland. Currently 2.4 unders. The 2 second top rated, Chattahoochee, 7.5 versus a rated price of 6. Third top rated, the 3 at 7.5. Mathletic at 6.5 slide unders. We need to look at 4th, 5th top rated until we hit the 10.0 mark. 4th top rated, the 1 at 9.0. Overs, 51.0, 9.5. Look at that. 9.5 the place versus a rated price of 9.0 the win. All of a sudden, a scenario I talked about in race 2 is regarding I'm a Manzor, where we got close to a better place price versus a rated win price of 11.0. 9.5. Now all of a sudden in race 3, we get a horse that is above that price. So that's just amazing. So that's how I see race 3. Just let me answer this phone call. So I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to go back to where we are in race 3. The 1, Ascension, 51, 9.5. And then the 9, Stormfront unders. So the 2 we want to be backing in this race, I need to answer this call, so I need to make this quick, are the 2, Shadonushi, 7.5. And the big value lies around the 1, Ascension. So the one horse I'm going to look at quickly here is Ascension in this race. First up for Dan McCarthy and Daniel Stackhouse, 1400 metres. By Dark Angel, good speed injector bottom half out of a Dan Silly mare. Won a trial at Tatura. Good second to Munamek in the Swan Hill Cup. This horse can run a race. Needs to be backed each way. Anyway, that's the first 3 races at Flemington versus the ratings. And you know how they work for exotics. I'll come back with more later. Thanks.